Mary, thank you for doing a second Skype. I want everybody to know that as soon as I hung up officially on Mary, we started talking about some other stuff, and I'm like going, "Whoa, we need to do a second Skype interview." And what I want to talk about is you say you have one perfect quilt, and honestly, I think they're all perfect. But what are you talking about?
I made Fantasy and Lace. It's a very, very large quilt from my husband's original painting. And when you take someone else's work and recreate it into a quilt or anything, you better do a good job. So I did that, and Fantasy and Lace is my one perfect quilt. There are 80 spools of silk thread on it. Everything is original, all the quilting designs. I spent 14 months working on that quilt, six and a half of which were quilting time. And it is truly my perfect quilt. There are
So,
no mistakes.
excuse me. So let me ask you this then. Did Bob draw this for you to make a quilt, or how did that union come together?
No, he did not. It was just one of his paintings, and I hung it in the living room where I could see it from my chair. I looked at that quilt and I mean, the painting, and I looked at it and I looked at it day after day, and I said, Bob, you know what? That's my next quilt. I loved it so much. I said, it has to be my next quilt. And he said, great. So I did it.
Now, was he a painter by trade, or was that his hobby?
He was an artist by
Uh
trade.
huh.
We owned a float company that made floats, trade floats all around the world or the country. In fact, we've even worked on the ones in Pasadena. And so he was a very good artist by trade. And when we retired, we sold our businesses. Both of us don't own businesses, sold them in 95, and he started painting one after another. And so I have 160 paintings hanging in my home that are all
Wow.
originals and beautiful,
Are
just
they
beautiful.
are they all kind of the same sort of fantasy type things like this?
No, they are totally all different. Most of them are very personal. They're the flowers that I grow. I have over 5,000 different varieties of flowers in my garden. And so most of them are the flowers. They're the grandkids. They're my cats. They're ideas that have come out of his head. He was just so creative. I so appreciated that knowledge that he had. And I have to tell you that I've gotten where I am because of his knowledge. He pushed it into my head. I didn't always like it, but he taught me a great deal, and I will always be grateful for that.
Well, I think this is a perfect quilt for us to hook up for the Zoom so people can really get in there and see what true perfection is.
Thank you very much. It is perfect. My one perfect.
I don't know if I agree with that, but that's okay. I'll take it.
Thank you so much.
Hey, Mary, thank you so much for hanging around for part two, okay?
Oh, thanks, Alex.
Okay.
Good to see you
Good to
again.
see you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.